Reaching your 70s is often likened to standing atop a majestic mountain peak. From this vantage point, you can gaze back with a sense of accomplishment, wisdom, and grace, reflecting on the winding paths and serene valleys of your life's journey. This stage of life can be profoundly enriching and fulfilling, offering a unique blend of experiences, memories, and insights that only time can cultivate. However, this new chapter also presents its own set of challenges and opportunities. As we age, our priorities shift, and so do our needs and desires. It's a time when many of us find the need to make thoughtful lifestyle adjustments to maintain our vibrancy and zest for life. Whether you've personally felt this shift or heard it echoed by those around you, letting go of certain habits, attitudes, or practices can open up space for the things that truly matter at this stage. From my perspective, enriched by conversations with friends, family, and community members, I've identified some of the most impactful things people choose to quit after 70. These changes aren't just about shedding old habits. They're about embracing a life that's more aligned with your current values and well-being. Let's explore these 15 transformative choices that can lead to a happier, healthier life in your golden years. 1. The habit of saying yes to everything. In our younger years, saying yes to every opportunity, event, or request can seem like a pathway to success and fulfillment. It's a time to seize every moment, to embrace every challenge, and to be as helpful and involved as possible. However, as we advance in age, the value of time becomes even more pronounced. Time, once abundant, becomes a precious and finite resource. Learning to say no is one of the most empowering decisions one can make after 70. It's not about being selfish or unkind. It's about prioritizing your well-being and making conscious choices about how you spend your time. Many have found immense peace in becoming more selective with their commitments, opting to decline events that don't resonate with their current interests or that may drain their energy. Take, for example, Mary, a spirited 72-year-old who used to attend every family dinner, community event, and social gathering that came her way. While her intentions were pure, Mary found herself feeling exhausted and less present during these events. She realized that her constant yes was preventing her from fully enjoying the moments that truly mattered to her. Mary decided to set boundaries. She began by attending fewer events, choosing only those that genuinely interested her or held special significance. The change was profound. Not only did Mary feel more energized, but she also found herself more engaged and connected during the gatherings she did attend. By saying no more often, Mary carved out more time for activities that nourished her spirit, such as gardening, painting, and spending quality time with close friends. 2. Perfectionism and self-criticism. Perfectionism is often seen as a driving force behind many of our achievements. Striving for excellence can lead to remarkable accomplishments and personal growth. However, when this drive becomes an incessant need to meet impossible standards, it can become a source of stress and dissatisfaction. In our 70s, many of us started to recognize the futility of perfectionism. The pursuit of flawlessness in every aspect of life, be it maintaining an immaculate home, cooking the perfect meal, or always looking our best, can be both exhausting and unfulfilling. The constant self-criticism that accompanies perfectionism can overshadow the joy and satisfaction that comes from simply being. Eleanor, a retired teacher, spent decades honing her cooking skills, always aiming to prepare meals that were nothing short of perfect. Despite receiving praise from her guests, Eleanor couldn't shake the feeling that her dishes were never quite good enough. This relentless self-criticism overshadowed her love for cooking and her enjoyment of sharing meals with others. In her 70s, Eleanor made a conscious decision to let go of her perfectionist tendencies. She shifted her focus from creating picture-perfect dishes to preparing meals that were tasty and enjoyed by her guests. This change not only reduced her stress, but also reignited her passion for cooking. Eleanor began to savor the process, finding joy in the act of creation rather than the end result. 3. The idea that you have to keep busy to be useful. In today's fast-paced world, being busy is often equated with productivity and usefulness. Throughout our lives, many of us have juggled careers, caregiving responsibilities, and numerous social obligations. However, as we age, the constant need to stay busy can become more of a burden than a blessing. Releasing the compulsion to remain perpetually busy can be incredibly liberating. It allows us to savor the simple joys of life, watching a sunset, reading a good book, or enjoying a leisurely cup of coffee without the rush. This shift from a hectic pace to a more relaxed approach can lead to greater fulfillment and contentment. George and Linda, both in their early 70s, decided to sell their large family home and move into a smaller condo. The move significantly reduced their responsibilities related to yard work, home maintenance, and cleaning. With the time they previously spent on these tasks, George and Linda discovered new passions and interests. They began taking leisurely walks in their neighborhood, visiting local museums, and reconnecting with old friends over relaxed dinners. This slower pace of life allowed them to focus on experiences that brought them joy and satisfaction. Instead of feeling the pressure to be constantly active, George and Linda found peace in their new, simplified lifestyle. They learned that being less busy didn't mean being less useful. It meant being more present and engaged in the moments that truly mattered. 4. The urge to hold, grudges or harbor resentment. Carrying grudges and harboring resentment can be a heavy emotional burden. These feelings often stem from past hurts, betrayals, or misunderstandings that we haven't fully processed or let go of. In our 70s, many of us reach a point where we realize the toll that these negative emotions can take on our overall well-being. Letting go of grudges doesn't mean condoning the actions that caused the hurt. Instead, it's about freeing ourselves from the emotional weight that these feelings impose. Forgiveness is a gift we give ourselves, allowing us to move forward with a lighter heart and a more peaceful mind. The pursuit of keeping up with younger generations. In today's rapidly evolving world, technology and societal trends seem to change overnight. While staying updated can be beneficial, the relentless pursuit of keeping up with younger generations can become exhausting, especially as we age. Instead of feeling obligated to adopt every new trend or technology, many find greater happiness in selectively choosing what aligns with their interests and needs. Embracing simplicity and focusing on meaningful connections can lead to a more satisfying and less stressful life. 6. Excessive worrying about what others think. As we navigate through life, the fear of judgment and the desire for approval from others can be overwhelming. This concern often stems from societal expectations, cultural norms, and personal experiences. However, reaching your 70s is an opportune time to reassess the importance of others' opinions in your life. Letting go of the constant worry about what others think is a significant step towards inner peace and self-acceptance. It's about prioritizing your own happiness and well-being over external validation. This shift allows you to live authentically, free from the constraints of societal pressures. John, a 74-year-old gentleman, spent much of his life striving to meet others' expectations. Whether it was his choice of clothing, hobbies, or lifestyle, John often altered his preferences to align with what he believed others desired. This led to a sense of dissatisfaction and a disconnect from his true self. Upon reaching his 70s, John decided to prioritize his own happiness over others' opinions. He began wearing comfortable clothes that he genuinely liked, even if they weren't the latest fashion trends. He pursued hobbies that brought him joy, such as woodworking and birdwatching, without worrying about how they were perceived by others. This change had a profound impact on John's life. He felt more content, confident, and connected to his authentic self. By letting go of the need for external approval, John discovered a deeper sense of fulfillment and peace. 7. Excessive possessions. Over time, our homes often become repositories of possessions accumulated through years of living, collecting, and sometimes out of obligation. While some items hold sentimental value, others may no longer serve a meaningful purpose in your life. Decluttering goes beyond organizing your physical space. It's about freeing yourself from the emotional baggage tied to material possessions. By letting go of items that no longer add value to your life, you create a more serene and spacious environment that fosters peace and clarity. 8. The desire to plan. Every detail. Planning and organization are valuable skills that help us navigate life's complexities. However, an excessive need to control every detail can lead to unnecessary stress and rigidity, preventing us from fully embracing the present moment. Learning to let go of the need to plan every detail allows for greater spontaneity and flexibility in life. It opens the door to unexpected opportunities, fostering a sense of adventure and adaptability that can enrich your daily experiences. 9. The need to control every outcome. The desire to control every aspect of our lives can be a source of significant stress and frustration. This urge often stems from a fear of uncertainty and the unknown, leading us to try to manage situations beyond our control. Accepting that not everything is within our control is a crucial step towards reducing stress and enhancing our well-being. By relinquishing the need to control every outcome, we can cultivate a more relaxed and accepting mindset that allows life to unfold naturally. Linda, a 73-year-old retiree, was known for her meticulous nature and desire to control every situation. Whether it was her children's choices, her own daily routines, or unforeseen events, Linda found herself becoming anxious when things didn't go as planned. In her 70s, Linda decided to work on accepting the unpredictability of life. She began by focusing on what she could control and letting go of the rest. When unexpected changes occurred, such as a change in her health routine or a sudden shift in her grandchildren's plans, Linda chose to adapt rather than resist. This acceptance brought Linda a profound sense of peace. She felt less burdened by the need to manage every aspect of her life and more attuned to the present moment. By letting go of control, Linda found herself more resilient and content, embracing life's ebb and flow with grace. 10. Negative self-talk about physical changes. Aging inevitably brings about physical changes, and the way we perceive these changes can significantly impact our self-esteem and overall well-being. Negative self-talk about these transformations can lead to feelings of inadequacy and diminished self-worth. Instead of focusing on physical changes with criticism, embracing self-compassion and gratitude for what our bodies can still do fosters a positive relationship with ourselves. Celebrating our resilience and the experiences our bodies have endured can enhance our self-esteem and happiness. 11. The desire to always be right in conversations. Engaging in debates and striving to prove a point can often lead to unnecessary tension and conflict in relationships. The need to always be right can overshadow the value of meaningful connections and mutual understanding. Choosing to prioritize understanding and empathy over the need to be right fosters deeper and more harmonious relationships. It allows for open and respectful dialogues where differing perspectives are valued and appreciated. 12. Comparing yourself to others. Comparison can be a significant source of dissatisfaction and diminished self-worth, especially as we age. Whether it's in terms of health, wealth, accomplishments, or family dynamics, constantly comparing ourselves to others can lead to unnecessary stress and unhappiness. Recognizing and appreciating your unique journey fosters a sense of contentment and self-worth. Instead of measuring yourself against others, focusing on your own achievements and blessings allows for a more fulfilling and joyful life. Michael, a 72-year-old grandfather, often found himself feeling disheartened when he compared his life to that of his more active or financially successful friends. He struggled with feelings of inadequacy and envy, which affected his overall happiness. In his 70s, Michael decided to shift his focus inward. He began to appreciate his own accomplishments, such as raising a loving family, maintaining strong friendships, and contributing to his community. Michael also took time to reflect on the unique challenges he had overcome and the lessons he had learned along the way. By embracing his own journey and letting go of comparisons, Michael found a renewed sense of pride and contentment. He recognized that everyone's path is different, and his own experiences were just as valuable and meaningful as anyone else's. This realization brought Michael greater happiness and a deeper appreciation for his life. 13. Rushing through daily activities. In our fast-paced lives, it's easy to rush through daily activities, often missing the beauty and significance of the present moment. As we age, the importance of savoring each day becomes increasingly apparent, leading to a more mindful and enriched existence. Taking the time to be present in each activity fosters a deeper connection with life and enhances the quality of our experiences. Whether it's enjoying a meal, engaging in a conversation, or simply appreciating a quiet moment, being mindful allows us to fully embrace and cherish each day. 14. Pressure to accumulate more material wealth. Throughout our lives, the pursuit of material wealth is often emphasized as a measure of success and security. However, as we age, the desire to accumulate more possessions or wealth can shift towards valuing experiences and relationships over material gains. Focusing on meaningful experiences and relationships instead of material accumulation leads to a more fulfilling and contented life. It emphasizes the importance of connections, memories, and personal growth over the acquisition of physical items. 15. Overthinking the future. While planning for the future is important, excessive worry about what lies ahead can lead to unnecessary stress and anxiety. In our later years, letting go of constant overthinking can bring a sense of peace and allow us to live more fully in the present. Shifting your focus from worrying about the future to embracing the present moment fosters a more peaceful and joyful existence. It allows you to appreciate each day as it comes, reducing anxiety and enhancing your overall well-being. Grace, a 70-year-old widow, found herself constantly worrying about her health, finances, and family matters. These persistent concerns about the future left her feeling anxious and unable to enjoy her daily life. Determined to find peace, Grace decided to shift her focus to the present moment. She began practicing mindfulness techniques such as deep breathing and meditation to center her thoughts and reduce anxiety. Grace also engaged in activities that brought her joy and kept her mind occupied in a positive way, such as painting, reading, and volunteering at her local community center. By letting go of the habit of overthinking the future, Grace experienced a profound sense of liberation and contentment, She found joy in each day's simple pleasures and felt more grounded and peaceful in her daily life. Embracing the freedom of letting go. Turning 70 is not just a milestone, it's an opportunity to redefine your life in ways that foster happiness, health, and fulfillment. By choosing to let go of certain habits, attitudes, and practices, you create space for the things that truly matter. These transformative choices are not about abandoning parts of yourself, but about prioritizing your well-being and embracing the wisdom and grace that come with age. Embracing these changes can lead to a more enriched and meaningful life. It's never too late to make positive adjustments that enhance your happiness and health. Remember, the wisdom you've gathered over the years is a precious gift. Use it to create a life filled with joy, connection, and simplicity. Feel free to share your own thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Have you let go of any of these habits, or are you considering making these changes? Your journey can inspire others to embrace their own paths to a happier, healthier life. If you found this guide helpful, kindly give it a like and subscribe so you don't miss any of our future insights and tips. Take care, and thank you for allowing us to be part of your journey towards a more fulfilling life.